I'd like to talk about something that one of my followers brought up yesterday. I use the term suffering, but I don't mean it. No, I don't mean it. Other people say that about my condition. They say that about a lot of things, that I'm the slightest bit suffering. I would say to somebody in a burn unit, they're allowed to say that they're suffering. And I say to somebody that is grieving the loss of a child, I would say they're suffering. Just because I experience things that are hard to experience sometimes. Hold on, we got a stoplight. We got a stoplight. Unfortunately, we still have to abide by the traffic laws some of the time. Just because you get sad about stuff that you should be sad about, you're not suffering, you're not suffering, you're not suffering. Just because you get mad about stuff that you probably should be mad about, you're not suffering, you're not suffering. Why are you going so slow? Why? Why? I get mad about stuff that it's not that serious. Maybe I need to slow down. They're just going the speed limit, that's all. Oh, they're turning left. That's what they're doing. Yep. There they go. Anytime that somebody is slowing down, you're like, what's going on? They're turning. Or they don't know where they are. One of the two. It's okay. We forgive. We forgive. My bad. My bad. Meow, meow. See, I can admit when I'm wrong, okay? I'm having an experience. Everything's an experience. That's why I don't need drugs. But I still like drugs, I'll admit that. Because it makes sense out of my experience. That's why I did them. That's why I drank so much. That's why I smoke so much. That's why I talk so much. It's because I think so much. And I don't think that you can think too much or you can feel too much. Just that it's troublesome if you don't understand it. It's troublesome whenever you try to do something about it that they tell you to do. Doesn't really seem to do much for you. It's positive. Just something I notice about people that are on anti-depressants. Same with technology. But, the psychiatry is a form of technology. It's changing our brain chemistry. Changing the relationship that we have with ourselves. And a relationship that you and me are allowed to have. Just look at what it does to people in regards to sexual activity. If it keeps you from being able to ejaculate, it's bad. If it keeps you from being able to cry, these are natural things. I know people that can't even pee right, okay? So, You can't come, you can't cry, and you can't pee. Wow, that's really necessary, dude. That's really necessary. Keep justifying that. But they're in such a deep state of psychosis that they can't see how wrong that is. It's the same as like people that are still gonna vote in this upcoming election because they can't see how wrong it is. And that doing something like that, especially after what we've seen, we know that everything's fake. We know that everything's rigged, and yet we're still going to pretend that we don't know that. Okay? I mean, I feel like there's nothing else to say, but you know we're going to say something, right? But that's why I was laughing about them contrails, is because there's nothing else I can do about it than laugh. Because it's just so obvious. It's so obvious, and what's obvious to us that makes the sheep laugh? The sheep will laugh and laugh at people like me. And then they'll frantically run up to me and tell me that I was right about everything and they should have listened to me. I mean, they've done that. Friends that I've had that I try to warn about the phones, it's like, they get it now because they can't not get it. It's everywhere. It's everything. You know that saying, like, once you see it, you can't unsee it? Ain't that the truth? It's like we have this prayer in the Orthodox Church where we talk about how God art in all places and filleth all things. Well, that's what technology is trying to do. And you invited it in. You signed up. You stood in line at Verizon or T-Mobile or the Apple Store or wherever the fuck, and you signed up for that. That one. I don't even want to play anymore. I'm discouraged now, okay? I gotta go to church anyway, but yeah, it's just it's frustrating. It's frustrating. Like, you think you're frustrated? Like, I've been hardcore anti-authority for as long as I've been alive, okay? And, like, now people are finally opening up to this idea that this country's shit. Well, there are definitely a lot of people, though, that still, they just want to be distracted. So it's like, that's why I'm so against these things, because, like, that's all it is. It's just a distraction, you know? It's not going to get better until you start relying on yourself. And if you rely on yourself, you won't need anything else, and you won't need anybody's approval, and you won't need a fucking president, dude. Why do you need a leader? I will never understand that shit. That's so weak. That's so weak, but those straws, they can't stop grabbing them.